Hello friends, today's topic is PET scan. Full form of PET scan is positron emission tomography. So positron is the very important word. What is positron? It is a positively charged electron. Positron emitting radionuclides are carbon 11, nitrogen 13 and oxygen 15 and most importantly fluoride 18. Most commonly used radionuclide in PET scan is fluoride 18. What is FDG? To make fluoride 18 to go to site of interest, F18 is coupled with deoxyglucose. FDG gets more concentrated in malignant cell as they have much more metabolic demand compared to the normal cell. So this is the principle we are utilizing it here. What is the mechanism? First of all, FDG concentrates in the site of interest. Then FDG emits positron which interacts with tissue electron and cause release of gamma radiation, which is photon. This gamma emission is detected by gamma camera. What is gamma camera? Remember, routine gamma camera is not used in PET imaging. Then what is used? A PET detector, which is made up of very special material called BGO, bismuth germanate crystals, which has a very high sensitivity and specificity to detect the photon. Let's see this visual to understand the complete procedure.
Today we'll meet a test with a mouthful of a name, the fluorodeoxyglucose positron emission tomography scan. Fortunately, most people just call it the FDG PET scan. If you're asked to have an FDG PET scan, you may have questions like, what exactly is it? And why did my doctor order it? And what can I expect? So let's start with the first one. What exactly is an FDG PET scan? To start, you need to understand a little bit about tumor cells. Tumor cells require more glucose or sugar cells to survive than non-tumorous cells. Your doctors will want to identify them. So, prior to the scan, your doctor will inject you with FDG molecules, which are very similar to glucose, but with a harmless radioactive tracer. Tumor cells absorb the FDG. Then, the FDG PET scanner will create a series of pictures taken from different angles. When all the pictures are put together via computer, it creates three-dimensional images for your doctor to examine. Most FDG PET machines can also do computed tomography or CT scans. These machines usually look like a big thick donut with a table that slides through it. Why might your doctor order this test? FDG PET scans can help doctors detect lymphoma and other cancers. The test may be repeated over time, so your doctor can see how you're responding to your treatment. What can you expect? Well, before you get the test done, tell your doctors if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. On the day of the scan, you'll probably be asked to refrain from eating for a certain period before you go in. Also, you shouldn't drink any sugary drinks for several hours after the test. You'll be asked if you wear dentures or have any internal surgical devices like implants or metal hardware. You'll put on a hospital gown and will be asked to remove any jewelry or accessories. The technician will administer an IV that contains FDG. You may feel a cool sensation going up your arm as the FDG travels through your veins. Now, for the test to work properly, it's important that you don't raise your metabolic rate. It takes about 30 to 60 minutes for the FDG to get absorbed by your organs. During this time, the technician may ask you to wait in a dimly lit, quiet space to help you keep your metabolic rate down. Afterwards, you'll be taken into the scanning room. What's the machine like? Enclosed scanners look like a long tunnel open on both ends. It will be well lit, and there will be an intercom so you can talk with the technician the whole time. After that, the technician will position you in the machine. You will likely hear loud clicking or buzzing during the test, but don't worry, you won't feel anything at all. Now it is very important that you remain still. The test lasts about 45 minutes. Once it's over, you'll slide out of the machine, and you're done. The results of this test provide your doctors with a very sensitive and relatively rapid assessment of your response to therapy. So fear not. The FDG PET scan and the Extraordinary League of Blood Cancer Tests will always be there to bravely light the way on your journey towards recovery.
Advantages of PET scan. It is a unique tool to study and quantify physiological and pathological function of human tissue and organs. It is an imaging modality that permits non-invasive in vivo examination of metabolism, blood flow, electrical activity, and neurochemistry. It's a most accurate non-invasive method of detecting and evaluating most cancers. In oncology, we use glucose and oxygen utilization of tumor and then we measure it. Most commonly used cancer are lung cancer and pancreatic cancer. We can differentiate incidentinomas in adrenal cancer. Very commonly used indication is breast cancer, colon cancer recurrence, lymph node mets from head and neck cancer, residual versus recurrence versus necrosis, response to chemotherapy, and lymphoma staging. So these are the indication. FDG PET can differentiate benign from malignant lesion as small as 1 centimeter. In neurology, we use it for quantification of cerebral blood flow and functioning imaging of brain. In cardiology, myocardial perfusion of the heart is measured by using rubidium. Myocardial perfusion of heart is also used by measured by ammonium 9 and 13. Myocardial viability using FDG. Remember friends, hibernating myocardium uses glucose for the metabolism, and that's why we can detect hibernating myocardium by using FDG PET. So these were the indication of the FDG PET. Very important. We use it for other indication also instead of just using for cancer. This is how a PET scanner look like. It is collaborated with CT scanner. These are the PET CT images. You can see the fiery yellow lesions. These fiery yellow lesions are suspicious spots where the malignancy can be found. Again, a lesion shown in the MRI and the PET scan. MRI shows a lesion round well defined in the left side frontoparietal region, and in the PET scan you can see again a fiery lesion, fiery red yellow lesion, again suspicious of malignancy. So this was all about PET scan. Wish you all the best. Hope you like the video, and if you like it, kindly subscribe. Thank you.